Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Doesn't talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
Hey, everybody. It's another exciting week of Real Nerds Podcast.
Yay!
And you know what that means? We see a new movie and we podcast.
Clap, you Philistines!
I totally opened the show way different than I've ever done it before in 13 years.
This is the last episode of this year.
It is, man. Everything goes by so fast. We see a new movie. We podcast our experience with the world. This week we saw Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Stay tuned where we'll recommend the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil the movie. We also talk about movie news and what we've been watching throughout the week. But this is Christmas week, Brad. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, can't complain. I Instacarted my ass off. And
yeah, was it crazy? I bet it's a crazy time to Instacart.
Yeah, it's like oddly the stores were full of stuff. So I wasn't like, oh, of course this is out, and had to message disappoint people. But yeah, it's just like a lot of bodies, and I clearly got a sore throat from it, so that was great. Some dude actually stood next to me and just like open mouth coughed near me, and I just took my car and rolled away, and he knew I was pissed.
That's gross.
Yep. So, but yeah, I got some pajamas.
Nice.
And I bought myself stuff over Black Friday, so.
Nice. I got pajamas too. Laura got me a pair of Jason pajama pants. And
Voorhees, yeah.
Yeah, and my boy got me, quote unquote, an Avengers t-shirt. So I'm cool.
Quote unquote Avengers?
No, he quote unquote got.
He got, yeah.
Yeah,
like for the guy.
Yeah.
Like he picked them out, yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, don't get me too much because I got like 6 Blu-rays in the 2 weeks prior. So like, it's cool. And 2 of them were the Disney Steel Plus Steel books that were $50 each. So
yeah. I just over Black Friday I got Mario Brothers Wonder and RPG, so.
Oh, dude, have you played Wonder yet?
Have I? Oh man. Like
it is one of the best Mario games, hands down.
Well, yeah, it's an amalgamation of like every Mario game ever made, like cranked up to 11. Like,
and dude, how beautiful is that fucking game? It is stunning. That game is fucking stunning.
Yeah, it's
I love that game.
It's so pristine. Like every mechanic that you've ever played through a Mario game, and in 2D side scrolling, like the animations and everything, and just like production design, I guess, whatever. For it's just like so specific, and yeah, like in 3, like you changed into a Tanuki suit, like that was the big deal, and now we have like if you collect this seed, the level reverses itself and goes like from night to dark or night to day, and yeah, it's just like
or even when you turn into the elephant, you're like, is this even going to be fun? And then you're the elephant Mario, and you go, oh yay, I can spray my water and grow more flowers, and it's like stuff you don't know would work, and it's a fucking brilliant game. It is so good.
The mechanics of it are just insane. Like a Mario game, just so much you can do.
I agree. It's a fucking brilliant game. It's one of my favorite of the year.
Yeah. And then Mario RPG, I was like, I don't have to rush out and get that. Like I have the SNES cartridge still. But then I was like actually digging into it. I was like, oh, they actually rebuilt this game. So
yeah, They did the same thing. When I was playing it, it reminds me a lot of Link's Awakening, where the core mechanics are the same, but how they updated it is just really cool. You know,
Yep.
Link's Awakening kind of had the same look, kind of like Lego Duplo looking people.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Totally worth it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of brilliant, Brad, do you recommend Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom?
You know what? I didn't enjoy
No.
the original, but I thought this was actually a little more fun. It's, it's not great. It's not a top tier superhero movie, but I didn't hate it. Like, I expected to be like, oh, this sucks, and then hate it as much as I did the first one. But no, it's kind of just a fun buddy movie. But yeah, it's still a disappointing end to the DCU for sure. Yeah. So,
Well, like Amanda Heard's career, this movie never won me over. I don't know. It's not a dumpster fire. But I wasn't a fan of it. And we'll talk about it when we get to the spoilers, but I don't know. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's definitely probably my least favorite. Either this or Blue Beetle are my least favorite DCEU movies. And for some reason, people love Blue Beetle. I just didn't get it. But what do I know? I don't know anything. But yeah, here's a trailer for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
4 years ago, I was basically unemployed. A wanderer with no home. But now, I'm a husband and a father. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know how you did it, Pops.
My job was a little less stressful than yours.
Oh yeah, I finally got a job. I'm the king of Atlantis. 500 million people from every known species in the sea call this place home. But that doesn't mean they all like me.
I'm gonna kill Aquaman and destroy everything he holds dear. I'm gonna murder his family and burn his kingdom to ash.
He must be stopped, or a global meltdown is imminent.
I think I know someone who might be able to help us. Ooh, you look rough. Good job, little brother. High five.
Do not call me brother. I cannot believe you let this happen.
Yeah, well, I hate this job.
True king builds bridges, right?
True king builds bridges.
We need to find Manta.
He's different now. He's stronger than before.
It's the Black Trident. During King Atlan's time, there were 7 kingdoms. And the Trident was a curse upon them all.
The Trident's dark magic is spreading.
He means to end the bloodline.
I don't know what lies ahead, but we can't leave our children a world without hope.
You're not as bad at this as you think.
If you lead, the 7 kingdoms will follow.
So Aquaman is now a dad, and he's splitting his time between being on land, caring for his son, and ruling Atlantis. But you know what? He ain't got time for ruling Atlantis. That shit is boring, son. And so
let's
he's
do
bored with
motorcycle donuts.
yeah, for some unknown reason. And so he's bored with it. It turns out there's a threat from some. I think Black Manta visually is a cool villain.
Mhm.
His motivation in this film, Um, the guy who was Black Manta uses the agent from Shield to find
Randall Park. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm just kidding. Um, to find some random lost city of Atlantis or some lost kingdom that is associated with Atlantis, and Black Manta,
He's
who's a
looking
doctor as well.
he's looking for ancient parts to like upgrade his suit.
Yeah, he
And then
finds a trident that shows him a past where Necris, the water city of the dead or something, I don't know, has been banished and frozen in ice. But now Black Manta has it. He's more powerful. And he goes after Atlantis and this mineral, or what is it called? Ocariclium? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some
I'm gonna
element
try. Yeah.
that is affecting the
Another
world.
MacGuffin.
Yeah, that's going to make the global warming accelerate. And so Aquaman now has to bail his brother, Ocean Master, out of the fishman's prison in the Sahara.
But he's not allowed to. That could piss off the
Yeah,
the fisherman kingdom.
it sure can. And, so he bails him out. He gets water again, and he's strong again. And then they team up to take down Black Manta and stop him from unleashing the army of the sea dead. I don't know, something like that. And
Should someone who didn't hate it talk about it? Explain it?
yeah, you can explain it if you could explain it better.
Yeah. Aquaman is perfectly content being a dad, so much so that Atlantis is a little frustrated that he's not doing more as the king of Atlantis. And then Black Manta is full on mission to just kill Aquaman at the expense of everybody else.
I do like Black Manta's voice. That guy has a cool voice.
Oh yeah. Did you see him in what was it? Watchmen?
Oh, huh.
Yeah, he played Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, he'd be a good Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so in the pursuit of powering up his destroyed suit from the last movie, he discovers, this lost kingdom and Necris and the Trident gives him visions and promises of more powers, and they have to mine that whatever unobtainium thing, and it causes gross excessive greenhouse gases, and the climate goes nuts, and then Aquaman's like, we gotta find out why the climate's going nuts. And then they trace it back to Black Manta, and they're like, well, the only one who knows how to track down Black Manta is my imprisoned brother. And then they say like, oh, you can't track him down because the fisherman kingdom will be upset. Like he killed a bunch of their guys. So Aquaman dons a stealth suit, which he just wears up to his neck but doesn't cover his face, yet it still stealthily covers his face. I'm not sure how that worked. But yeah, they rescue his brother. He touches water and gets flexed out again. And then like a scene later is like his haircut in his own suit. I don't know where they got it from.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they kind of like reconnect with Mara and his mom and his dad, and they talk to a fish thing voiced by Martin Short, who also is the next step in finding him. And basically him and his brother just kind of roam the world, hating each other and blaming each other for things and teasing each other. Aquaman makes him eat a bug and then tells him he should try to eat burgers because they're awesome.
Yep.
And then they fight Manta a bunch in these.
Did you mention all the bad CGI or just no?
I don't know if bad CGI. It's just excessive.
There's some parts that looks bad. There's some parts where it looks incredible, and this was always drives me crazy about movies. Sometimes is there's parts like the creatures look insane, like insanely cool.
Yeah.
But then why do you CGI people walking? And it drives me crazy because looks so unnatural.
Probably because the landscapes CGI as well. So
yeah. But
It's cool they had like a little octopus buddy. That was fun.
yeah,
Toto or something.
yeah, but it looks like to me, as a personal opinion, that Jason Momoa didn't have a costume. He literally showed up on set with his cargo pants, his tight long sleeve shirt, all his rings on, and then just was Jason Momoa. Like, was his character like this in the first Aquaman? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he was, yeah, definitely played less of himself in that. But I also think like they all knew this was like going nowhere, so I think they just had fun with it.
Well, it's such a contrast though because Patrick Wilson has these really like it
Shakespearean
feels
scenes.
yeah, like where he's talking and he says he says the stuff and then he says, "Nah, bro, have you tried a burger? It's freaking awesome." It just was so weird. And I don't know how many times someone almost got hit by a trident or almost died, all of a sudden be miraculously saved at the last second. Whether it was Mira saving Aquaman, whether it was Aquaman saving Ocean Master, whether it was Aquaman trying to save Black Manta, or I'm just like, oh my god, how
Yeah,
many
like
times is someone
even
gonna
Randall
stop the
Park got
trident from
blown
hitting
up
him?
and survived.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just as I watched it. I mean, it's not that it's like bad. It just seems that it's just there,
Yeah, low
and
stakes.
yeah, and you can tell that they did have to reshoot a bunch of it because I'm sure this had more implicating moments for the rest of the DCU.
Yeah,
And then, well, we're not going forward with it, so we need to find a way to end this story.
it feels like they
And
pulled a Black Panther and a Iron Man at the end, where it's like, hey, we're revealing Wakanda to the world. Also, I'm Aquaman, not Iron Man. You know,
yeah, and with
press
really
conference.
bad like green screen behind him.
Yeah,
It's and you go from watching Godzilla minus one, and it looks incredible with a tenth of the budget.
yeah,
And it's just I don't know, like it's there was parts that I had fun in, but I just couldn't get into it at all. And I like the first Aquaman, and I don't know. And like I said, it just felt like Jason Momoa showed up on set. He's like, "I'm going to talk about hamburgers today," and they probably said, "Oh, okay." And Jason, you're not going to change out of the clothes you came in on? Nope. All right, sounds good. I don't know. It seemed like he was in a movie where he didn't care how it turned out.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know if he knew ahead of time like how much time he had left in this universe, but I can see him being like, I wouldn't say he phoned it in, but I think he felt like, yeah, maybe this isn't like we should just have fun with this because
Yeah, because it's a bummer because he's the only part of Fast X that I really liked. Like
yeah,
he was so out there and so crazy. And then because his Aquaman in Justice League and Batman, Superman, and or just Justice League, I can't remember which ones he's in. And in the first Aquaman, he was more like brooding and you felt like he was powerful. In this one, he just felt like a goofball.
yeah.
And
Well, I think
I don't know.
Zack Snyder like teed him up, but I think once Zack Snyder exited, it was kind of like, well, what future do I have here?
Yeah, and I mean I also because I like I said I like the Black Manta character design because the scene where he shows up at Aquaman's dad's house was classic James Wan where it's the camera slowly panning and all of a sudden his reveal is really cool. Um but then it cuts really fast and the whole house is like destroyed and on fire and I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's something.
But
I also
it
think
seems
too,
like
maybe this is a movie that's heavily edited. Maybe
yeah.
when the dailies come back and they say like, oh, we're not going to do it this way, we're going to change this. It probably just like maybe change the spirit to where he's like, I
Yeah.
don't have to play this full.
And Amber Heard was in it more than I thought she was going to be.
I know, right?
Yeah, because I remember in the trial she said she was pretty much cut from it. And as I'm watching, I said, "Man, she keeps on popping up." And then she was in the climax, and even got like in fights.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know, or
kind of
maybe
starts out just doing mom stuff, and then
yeah,
Yeah, she gets to be like actually save people at the end. So
Yep.
again, I'm sure like after the Flash, they're just like, who cares? Just finish this and get it done.
Yeah, but the Flash was so fun. I didn't have as much fun watching this.
Well, I think
But
yeah, I like the first one just because a lot of stuff just seems so arbitrary without any like explanation, and I think that's kind of rolled over into this.
mm,
But yeah, whatever. Like I said, it just it'd be interesting to talk to someone who's like an actual Aquaman fan to
yeah,
see like
do you know any?
no, I know one, but I don't think we'd get her on here. But yeah, it's
It would be interesting to know. I mean, I
it's
don't
like
know.
one of the least, one of the least superheroes I know the least about. So,
Yep.
but I'm looking at this as just like an outsider. I'm just like, yeah, it's just it feels like one of those '90s superhero movies that doesn't stick to the source material and it's got better effects.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Like
It's
like a Judge Dredd. It's just like, hey, yep, they adapted it.
sure. I mean, good for them. Cool.
Yep.
This is the big news story of the week.
It's real news.
I really don't have anything. Because it's, Christmas and no one's doing anything. There's nothing that's really stood out. Have I missed something or do you know anything?
I was relying on you, so I didn't really think of it. I've seen rumors that Warner Brothers is trying to merge with Paramount.
Oh yeah, that is a big news. Yeah, which okay.
Can
I
we
mean,
stop? Please stop.
yeah. The only thing I think would be okay with it is if they just sold their movie stuff to Paramount and it'd be like a movie studio again. This whole focusing so hard on reality TV and not delivering the best product is really aggravating.
And just like having so much, like we talked last week about monopolies and having so much under like a single corporation. It's just like it's not good for us. Like
No.
it's good for them, but it's not good for society. Like we need more opportunities for jobs and less people making the final decision on a lot of things rather just needs to
Yeah,
go in the hands of more people.
agreed. Because you get into a a thing where you're only going to okay certain movies, and now only a certain amount of people are going to see them, or make the decision for it, and it just gets aggravating.
Yeah, creative controls is going to be like
Um,
limited to a very like small group of people, and it's just going to be harder and harder to
exactly,
get other stuff out there.
exactly.
And we're already dealing with like more expensive Blu-rays and everything. It's just like if Warner Brothers and Disney, if Warner Brothers slash Paramount and Disney like only had the movies, like they could just make them even
They
more
do what they
expensive.
want.
Yeah.
Like.
Like, hey, all your streaming subscriptions go up. Like,
Yeah, because I'll even be honest. When I went to get, I was going to get the steelbook for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, even though I didn't think it was that cool. But I was like, my other ones are steelbooks. I'm going to keep it going. But then
yeah,
when I got to Best Buy, I didn't get it because it was $41.99, and I thought the just standard 4K, like the design was so much better.
yeah,
So,
totally. Did you
so
see
that's
that
what I did.
Godzilla steelbook's like $60? I'm like, why? Like
What?
the '98 Godzilla steelbook?
What?
Yeah, online it's fine, but like the tag in every store I go to, it's $60. I'm just like, it's not like 4 discs or something. It's just a
Wow.
standard like 1 disc, 2 disc, '98 Godzilla steelbook. Like it should be
Wow.
$15.
Yeah, that's generous.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like all they know how to do is just do mergers and acquisitions. They don't know how to like actually generate content. So it's like,
Exactly.
okay, so they do get Paramount. And they're like, well, now we got to make content. you know what? Let's just try and buy Prime or Apple Plus. How about that? I know how to do that. It's like,
Yep.
cool. Now we have even less choice. It's just like,
Which what also pisses me off is one of my favorite films from 2023. Spoilers for Film Explosion, but Bottoms doesn't have a release date on Blu-ray. Barbarian the year before, because Bottoms was made under MGM, which is owned by Prime, which means it's only going to probably be on streaming. So
yep.
it's super aggravating.
Yeah, I was looking through a lot of my list for this year. It doesn't have a physical release, and yeah, it's super and stuff from last year. I
Yeah.
haven't been able to get. So it's slowly become a world where the things I like, as much as I love physical media, I actually can't get it.
Yep, and that's why I always get it, because just in case something like this happens, where Best Buy now is going to get rid of their stuff. But on Black Friday, I picked up, even though like some of the Disney 100 steelbooks aren't the best, like I still picked up like 3 of them because they were $9. So
Yeah. They had the Lord of the Rings 4Ks for like $54, like that
yeah,
$100 set. I
yeah,
picked that up, and oddly enough, no digital copy.
really.
The Hobbit trilogy has digital copies, but not the Lord of the Rings. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Fucking world we living in, Brad.
What is going on with these people?
Uh, hey, we do watch movies throughout the week, sometimes streaming, sometimes physical. Here's what we've watched this week.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, did you watch some cool things this week?
Yeah, I saw the Iron Claw.
Oh, the Von Erich family.
Yeah, that's a messed up story.
Fucking A, it is.
Yeah, you're more familiar with wrestling than I am. You haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
it,
heard
right?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard they also didn't put the brother that committed suicide in there because it was already too heavy. So
Yeah, interesting you said that because yeah, I'm less familiar with wrestling. So I went and saw it. It's great, by the way. You should see it. It is long. It is like 2 hours and like 10 minutes or something, but it's a compelling movie. And incredibly tragic.
yeah,
So yeah, it's the story of the Von Erich family. The patriarch, pushes his kids so hard that it just ruins their lives. So yeah, you start out in the past and you show, these 4 brothers. You eventually find out there's a 5th brother who died in childbirth, and then, they go on to wrestling careers. Really, just like their dad is trying to chase his own dream using them, and it just destroys them. Leads them to drug abuse that kills them, or there's some exaggerations, like one of the brothers crashes out on a motorcycle and loses his foot, and
yeah, that's a real story.
Wait, that did happen to him?
Yeah,
Because I Wikipedia'd it, and I thought, like, so here's the thing: the movie leaves a brother out because 2 of them killed themselves the same way. They shot themselves, and I think like if it was a fiction story, that would make sense because it's redundant. So they merged the brothers. But yeah, I thought losing the foot was just kind of like, oh, this is just to make it different and more interesting than the other deaths.
The lost the foot thing. People didn't even know he lost his foot until like he had an autopsy or something.
Oh.
Only like certain wrestlers did. Because that's the brother who wrecked out on the motorcycle, right?
Yeah, he's the Olympian, and yeah, he loses his foot, and like his dad pushes him to just keep playing, and so yeah, he gets a prosthetic and wrestles with it. And then later he shoots himself in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's like combining the other brother's death.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then another one, he's like, he doesn't want to wrestle. He just wants to be a musician. And, yeah, the dad forces him to wrestle. And then he like busts his shoulder and goes into surgery, huh?
Zac Efron plays Carrie Von Erich.
No, he plays, Kevin, the one who breaks the curse.
He's still around, and he talks about it because he has kids and stuff, and
grandkids too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so throughout the whole movie, Kevin's just like freaking out because he's watching his brothers like drop one by one. He's the one who's in the best position to be the best wrestler, but things just don't go his way, and his dad just makes him feel like shit every time he fails. So he goes to the other brothers and pushes them, and so then he meets Lily James and starts a family, and then he just gets afraid that he's going to pass this curse on to his own kids, so he like detaches from her, and just like all these different deaths is just like so disturbing. And
yeah, it's fucking a crazy story. And
the music one who gets like toxic shock syndrome, so it's like he only had a shoulder injury, but it like destroys his brain, so he like can't even enjoy music. Yeah, it's just awful.
Yeah, it's a family that's made for Hollywood because the story is so unbelievable.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I was like, I can't believe this is real. Like this is, and I've never heard of it before. Like,
yeah, because a lot of them died in the early '90s. I think it was late '80s,
late '80s, early '90s. Yeah, like really close together too.
Yeah,
yeah.
And one I think killed himself like on his couple days after his birthday or something. And
yeah,
it's a sad story.
So definitely, check it out. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
And the last thing I saw was Ferrari.
I saw that trailer so many times, it really turned me off from seeing the movie.
Yeah, me too. But I was like, it's the last week of the year. I feel like I'm just like, I want to use my Alamo Pass and my Regal Pass as much as possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll probably see it with my Alamo Pass, but it's one of those things. Man, every time I go to the movies, I see this trailer.
Yeah, when he says like no two objects can occupy the like same moment in time, it just feels like it's trying to be a Christopher Nolan movie. It's just like, yeah. But it's not bad. Like the cinema, like in the past I've criticized Michael Mann's cinematography, like his digital era. I was like, this doesn't look great, but I think he went back to film in this, and it looks better. But the story is kind of more about Ferrari and his like dual lives, like with his mistress and his illegitimate son, and meanwhile he's trying to like save his company. There's a lot of criticism about like accents, which I don't really pay a ton of attention to, so it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's like, they probably could have just cast Italians in this movie. Been a little more authentic. But yeah, sometimes it does come across as a little like, it's a me, a Mario. But yeah, I probably the only standout part of the movie. Like the performances are great. Like Adam Driver just seems dialed in for the whole thing. Like I forget that he's Adam Driver, and like, oh, that's a character. But the shocking thing is like there's this brutal crash at the end of the movie that is really graphic. So like that's the thing that'll stick with me from that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's another 2 hour plus affair of just like a lot of people.
Will not die.
Yep. A lot of people in rooms just talking, and then trying to be either inspiring or conspiring to. It's like a little bit before Ford v Ferrari, because they're setting up the deal with Fiat and like putting misinformation out there to like lure Henry Ford in. And then it even opens kind of like Ford v Ferrari, where there's like a flashback to him in black and white racing. So it's interesting. It's like, oh, kind of stole a little bit from like the structure of the other movie. So, but yeah, I definitely just watched Ford v Ferrari again. This one's actually more Ford v Maserati, or Ferrari versus Maserati. That's his rival in this movie.
Off the tongue as well.
Doesn't, even I tripped it up. So, that's all the new stuff that I watched. So,
I only watched one new thing, and last week I teased that I took my kid to see Poor Things. I did not. I this time I let him pick the movie, and I said, "You want to see Aquaman?" And he says, "No, Daddy, I want to go see that new migration movie." Fuck. I saw
here's
Migration.
some money, son. See you later.
Yeah. Which is the new animated film from Illumination. And whatever. There's a short before it with the bad guy from Despicable Me, whatever, that I don't even remember. He's on the moon and he's trying to get off the moon. The migration is about a family of ducks that are happy. Well, the dad is happy with them being in the pond and they don't migrate, but then a group of wood ducks come and the son is smitten with one of the females. So he wants to go migrate south with them to the Bahamas. And the dad, played by Kumail Nanjiani, I can't even pronounce his last name.
Nanjiani.
Thank you. Nanjiani is like really overprotective. The mom is played by Elizabeth Banks, and she says, "Oh no, let's go." And then they eventually go. The best part of it is Danny DeVito plays their Uncle Dan. Just hearing Danny DeVito as a cranky old duck is fun. The rest of the movie is pretty stupid, and it's basically a travel movie with ducks as they migrate, and it's one of those films where the story isn't that deep, so each scene or moment feels disjointed, because it's like, oh, we need to have a scene where they're getting attacked by a chef who wants to make duck l'orange, and Aquafina plays a pigeon named Chump, and so every time Mac, the other duck, says, "Okay, listen here, Chump," and she says, "What did you say?" And it's just stupid and not very funny. My kid loved it though. It's very well animated. The voice work is well done. It's another one of those forgetful CGI animated films.
By the numbers, string of gag animated movies. Yeah.
And a lot of those movies too, if they're not Pixar, I don't know what it is about at the end. They all have to do some pop song and dance.
Brand synergy, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that in all those movies, whether it's a DreamWorks one or now all these Illumination ones. I don't know why they do it.
You got to sell song downloads, man. Don't you understand how this business works?
I guess I don't.
Sell the tickets, then you sell the song downloads, then you sell the Blu-ray, then you sell the digital version of it. Yeah.
True.
You design a popcorn bucket to sell at concessions with the birds on it.
You realize as you watch it that, I love Disney and Pixar, and I am not the target audience of these kind of movies. Whether it's The Secret Life of Pets, which I think is garbage too, but that movie made $1 billion. So what the fuck do I know? Nothing. But I don't know. I just never get into it. And like I said, it's nothing. I think the performers are really good in it. The animation is good. It just doesn't have the stories, Pixar, where in Soul, it's about a man trying to, carry on a legacy, and he dies before he can do it, and how he's remembered in life. And they don't have those lessons in these movies. And I think that's what I'm missing from them. But I guess if you have a kid and they like colorful things that say really obnoxious stuff, and then there's a song at the end, then this is the movie for you.
Yeah, that's the goal. Just get the kids excited enough to drag their parents to it and sell a ticket.
Cool. Well, next week will be Film Explosion, so send us this list of your favorite films of 2023. And until then, we'll see you at the movies.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @RealNerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!